Welcome to the online edition of Nightwatch for October 2022. My name is Bill, coming to you from the Sudekum Planetarium here at Adventure Science Center in Nashville. As always, we'll start off with the moon phases for October, and we find the moon will be at first quarter, or half phase in the evening sky, on October 2nd. Full moon will occur on the 9th, last quarter on the 17th, and new moon on October 25th. As we look at planets in our evening sky, we have the planets Jupiter and Saturn, the two gas giant planets and the farthest planets we can easily see with our eyes. Saturn is in the southern part of the sky, appearing as a yellowish or cream-colored star-like object, while farther to the east is bright white Jupiter. Again, Jupiter is one of the brighter objects in the sky, appearing as a bright white star-like object against the backdrop of stars. If you want to see Saturn's beautiful rings or the cloud bands of Jupiter, you really do need a telescope. We find the moon will be passing by the planet Saturn on October 5th and then passing by the planet Jupiter on the 8th. If you want to see another planet, you'll have to stay up really late or wake up early in the morning before sunrise, as up high in the sky we do have the red planet Mars. The planet Mars is leaving the constellation of Taurus, where it was last month, and moving into the constellation Gemini this month. The moon will be passing by the planet Mars on October 15th. Taking a look at the sky, roughly around 9 p.m. local time, we find the summer triangle still resides in our evening sky up high and toward the west as we move through the early evening hours. The bright stars Vega, Deneb, and Altair form the summer triangle, and we only call it the summer triangle because that's the season when it's up all night long. But as we are now in the autumn season, it starts the night over toward the west and sets during the wee morning hours after midnight. The stars Vega, Deneb, and Altair are part of the constellations Lyra the Harp, Cygnus the Swan, and Aquila the Eagle. Looking a little bit more toward the east, but getting up high in the sky, we have one of the keystone groups of stars of the autumn season, known as the Great Square, getting up high in the sky. These four stars mark the main part of the constellation in mythology known as Pegasus, the magical flying horse. Now, on the northeast side of Pegasus, the magical flying horse, the star that marks that corner of the Great Square is actually part of another constellation. It marks the head of the princess known as Andromeda. Andromeda arcs off as two chains of stars that go away from the Great Square of Pegasus. Also, you'll notice that the Great Square of Pegasus doesn't have a back end to the horse. That's because it's only the front end of the horse. Where the back end would be is actually the constellation Andromeda. Not all constellations are finished. In any case, if you look at these two chains of stars, you will see that the southernmost chain is a little bit brighter than the northern side. However, if we go to the second star away from the Great Square of Pegasus in the brighter chain, and then draw an imaginary line up to that second star of the fainter chain, and then extend that line a little bit further, we notice a small fuzzy smudge of light. If you're far away from city lights, you can actually see this fuzzy smudge of light with your eyes. This is the farthest object human eyes can see. It is the Andromeda Galaxy, over 2 million light years away from our Milky Way galaxy. And we have to remember that 1 light year equals close to 6 trillion miles. So we are talking about an incredible distance off to the next closest galaxy to our Milky Way and the farthest object human eyes can see. Now, if you can't remember everything I've mentioned in this online edition of Nightwatch, you can visit our website, adventuresci.org, and go to our other page, /star charts, to grab a copy of our current star chart online, which has more information than what I mentioned here in the online edition of Nightwatch. We do invite you to visit us here at the Sudekum Planetarium at Adventure Science Center and come to our regular planetarium show called Nightwatch, which is featured every day that we're open. Currently, the Science Center is open Thursdays through Mondays from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. with extended hours until 6 p.m. on Saturdays. Also, while you're here, check out some of the other events and activities here at the Science Center, and also check out our other programs here at the Sudekum Planetarium. Beside Nightwatch, we are also presenting during October the show Explore, also Dark Universe, and our Halloween laser light show on Saturday evenings at 6:15, Fright Light. We hope you can join us here at the Sudekum Planetarium at Adventure Science Center, and from all of us here at the Science Center and the Planetarium, I wish you clear skies, and thanks for listening to this online edition of Nightwatch.